All right, let's start. So, we were having the second half of the fourth lecture, which is on memory reminding. So, these are the topics that we need to cover. So, I've gone through them. Now, I will share my learnings and implement whatever I have learned. Okay, now let's start with copying and memory allocation. Okay, bunch of libraries. They defined a string, and actually they have copied that string into t, and they have made the first letter of that string as capital, and they have printed. Okay, now let me implement this. Okay, code copy.c. Okay, now we'll just give the libraries required for this. Standard io.h. Uh, and also, like, there are four libraries. uh, okay, so yeah, CS50 and standard IO are the common ones, and C type and string.h are like, to get this get string, we will be using string.h library, and for making the upper case of the first letter of the string, we make use of the C type library. Okay, C type dot h. Okay, okay, now it's string dot. We'll be defining another string t, and now we'll be equating it to s. Yeah, and now the first letter of the string t will be t upper. Yeah, these are the manual pages, we can check. Yeah, to make a character to uppercase, we'll be using this t o upper. Okay, now we will be printing them. Okay, this is a string, right? We need to define the variable also. Percentages printf. Got it. Now I'll run this. I would give anything, my name or A B C D. Yeah. So what we have observed was the first letter of both of the strings got changed to uppercase, but we need only the first one to get, like the T string to get uh, change it into uppercase. So the main thing is like both of them get the same value, like get directed to the same location. That's the problem. So to make them different, like we need to use this. Okay, they define the length of the second string and they made it uppercase. Okay, okay, that's all. Like just we need to add this one, it would be fine. Okay. Now we'll run this. Even now it is giving the same output. Got it. You read this, right? Malloc. Malloc stands for memory allocation. So this is something that creates a new block of memory rather than redirecting to the same block of memory. So because of which there will be two different block of memories and we'll be getting our desired answer. Okay. For which like we need to use pointers. Okay. Um, okay. We will store the strings in these pointers. Like pointers are like they give location for the data that we have. Like in this case the data is the string s. For that they give the location. So we'll be copying the locations like let me check. Okay. Now we will be equating both of the strings. Uh, I'll just clear this and then okay. I'll clear this, make copy. Something must have been wrong. Copy dot c. No. We forgot to add one more library. Standard live dot h. Okay. Hmm. Okay. This must be initially equated to 0, right? I'll make it. Okay, this must be a for loop. Okay. Finally, we have got what we have required of. So I will just make it whatever we wanted. So define a string and then copy that string into the new string. Create a new block of memory and then make the new strings first letter to uppercase and then print both of the strings. So actually this is what we have done. We have defined the string yes and then copied it into T. So like malloc is a memory allocation and stars are like we use it for pointers. So pointers gives us the location of the data. In this case they are the strings location. So we are allocating the first string's data to the new string, like, and then we have created a new block of memory, because if they have the same block of memory they are going to give the same output. And then for the new block of memory we have made the first letter as uppercase and then we printed both. That's it. And and now we'll go with the next one. Actually, like, to copy string into memory they have used str copy as well, this library as well. We can try that as well. So instead of this, copy t, and now let's clear this and then run the code. Is equal to 0, right? Okay. Semicolon. I'll hide. What if I interchange them? T and make copy okay, that doesn't work. So like when we are using string copy we need to give the first string character which needs to be copied. Okay, got it. Okay, now we go with valgrind. First I will copy the code here. Actually this is just the copying part, not creating any memory. Copying the string in memory. Yeah. Right. Output. Okay, like what if I use the capital letters itself? that would give capital letters. Okay, fine. This has to be changed. Okay. I'll just I'll just give the standard libraries required. Include standard lib .h. Okay. For this standard lib, just go with the code. Valgrind is like, it is a tool used to see memory related issues. Okay, so we'll be using pointers and memory allocation, and we would be defining 3 numbers. Okay, we'll run this code. What's there in that? Yeah. Valgrind. Okay. This is what we need to do it. Okay, I'll just remove it, make val, and for memory, valgrind dot memory. I think it doesn't work. Okay. To be honest, I am not understanding any shit out of this. Okay, it gave the heap summary, 12 bytes in one block, total heap usage 1 allocation, 0 freeze, and 12 bytes allocated. Error summary, 2 errors from 2 contexts. Let me give this to ChatGPT. What's the thing with this? I am learning about valgrind to understand memory issues. So there was a memory leak. So we have lost 12 bytes. That's what they have said. 12 bytes in one block are definitely lost in a lost record of 1 of 1. Okay. For that we need to free the memory. Okay. Now I'll just clear this. Valgrind. I'll just clear this and I will check the code. Free of X. I don't see anything wrong with the code. I'll just run this. Now it worked out well. I think I did not make the code before. Let me check. Yeah, got it. I'll just copy the code and document here. Output memory needs. Without freeing the memory, we would lose the allocated bytes. Now about garbage values. So if the memory, like if we ask for some values, if the memory is already allocated, uh, then it will be stored as junk values or something. A block of memory for not initializing it. Code. I'll just run this. Code gar dot z. A bunch of strings, bunch of numbers. So these 0 are the car. So we are running already allocated memory. Beyond it, we would find a lot of garbage values. That's what I've understood. And any of these can be garbage values, not only zero, it can be this 2096224 or any negative number that we have seen. This negative number or anything for that matter can be zero, because we are running beyond what we allocated memory. Let's say I've done this. Then how to do this? What if we reduce this to 10 and make this as 11? Okay, sorry. So yeah, so there are 10 values, 10 bytes, but we intended to go with 19. Even though we have uh, gone with 19, they have only gave the result of only 10. Okay. It is very possible that memory you allocated was previously utilized by the computer, according to which you may see garbage values. Okay. I'll just copy this code. Output would be this. Okay. We'll go with swapping. Oh, okay. Actually, while watching the CS50 video, they gave with an example. Like, let's say there are two glasses. Okay, the first glass has like Sprite, the second glass has Pepsi. So if I want to interchange them, I need a third free glass. Like that should be empty in order so that I can uh, shift both of these glasses, like the Pepsi which is in second glass to the first glass, and the Sprite which is in first glass to the second glass, by using the third empty glass. That's exactly what we have going to say with the swap. This is a code actually. Yeah, standard.io.h. So this star is like the pointer for changing the memories. Okay, got it. Swap. I'll just close this. Standard.io.h for void swap. and now we get two integers, like we are just defining them. So if we run this, they will automatically run. Okay, int main void integer we would make it as 1. Okay, fine. Make this a 69. One printf I'll just copy this. X is percentage I, Y is percentage I, which is an integer, X comma Y, semicolon, and we'll be making them in the different line. What's there? Okay, now we need to swap. For swapping pointers we need to use this symbol and X. And we'll just copy this. Okay. And we'll call this up. This is the temporary storage of the thing. Now make swap. Okay. For both I did not add semicolon. Okay. So yeah, we'll just copy this. Okay. Now let's go with overflow. We have two overflows, stack overflow and heap overflow. Okay. Let's copy this. try to explain. So the thing with Stack Overflow is like uh, we are calling too many functions than what we have. Let's say we have booked 4 rooms in a hotel, and if I go to that hotel with, let's say, 20 people, what would happen? So the people will be, it will be congested. People will be going to neighbors' rooms, they will be sleeping on the floor or whatever, because 4 rooms are not sufficient for 20 people. So in that case, there is a chance for exploitation. I mean to say, like, it will be a disturbance for others, right? So, like, when we write something in C, it doesn't mean it is safe. Like, you know, this is like Stack Overflow. Like, there's a chance for hackers to exploit the systems. That's what I've read actually. Yeah. Heap overflow is overflow the heap touching areas of memory you're not supposed to. I have no idea what's that. I have an idea of what Stack Overflow is. Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, this can be used as an example for Stack Overflow, because we have only 4 characters defined, 4 bytes. Okay, but if we give an input of, let's say, 20, that's where the problem comes up. Yeah, that's Stack Overflow. Heap overflow, let's go to ChatGPT. Give me an example. Okay. Okay. Heap overflow is like dynamically allocated memory. Like, it is more like changing the already allocated memory. If there are 8 bytes, going with 12 bytes, or changing the 8 bytes or something. I will just ask it. What I have understood was that it's more like changing the allocated memory, like if there are 8 bytes, giving in 12 bytes of the memory to the okay. It's not even changing, it's more like adding more. Okay. Even in Stack Overflow also we tend to make overflow by calling more functions than the bytes in the memory. I'll just copy this, then okay, both are considered buffer overflows if the data is overflowed more than the memory. Okay, okay. Oh, the scanf. We'll be copying this. Yeah, I'll run this. There has to be 4. I will go with 5. Oh, it's 6. That's going to print the same. Yeah. I'll go with CS50 manual pages. Oh. Okay. Get an input from user. Scanf gives an input from user. Okay. It is more like the stack overflow which we have talked about earlier. This string, this character has only 4 bytes. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. But while giving the input, the user has given 5. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like 6, I would say. 6 bytes. So it has printed the 6. It did not stop actually when it is 4. Okay, that's the dangerous part because we can add more than what the memory existed. Okay, alright. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, I'll just copy it. Now we'll go with file.io. So it's basically like opening a file and editing that file from the terminal without doing it manually, rather than opening a text editor and typing the name number of a person. We can do it from terminal itself, right? Fopen is for opening, you know printing the file, closing it. We have created this file. Okay, fine. Hmm. Actually, this is what we have done earlier. uh, make, the name would be anything. JD Forest. The number would be 9960 or something like this. Okay, and now if you open this director .csv, this gives this number. We can add it, and also we'll run it again. Name would be Tiago int 12200 three zeros. That would enter this number. Okay, so yeah, I'll just add the comments to create CSV file. Close a file. Give name and print name and number. That's it. We'll copy this, we'll document here. The output would be this. Okay, and now the director CSV file. Okay, that's it for this video. Thank you for watching.